The fuel pump went out on my John Deere 322, so I'm doing the right thing and replacing it with a $20 Chinese one from Amazon. Should be all right.
And uh-oh.
I'll show you how I did it.
The first thing I did was pull off the left engine side cover. It's just one 10mm bolt, then it slides back and off. Easy start, which I probably should have appreciated more while it lasted. The fuel pump bolts are right up above the front axle on the frame. I turned the steering wheel to the left just a little bit to get the steering knuckle out of the way and open things up a bit. Then I took out the two 10mm bolts holding the pump to the frame. This would probably be easier if I put on a swivel socket or if I used a ratchet wrench with an adjustable head, but I may do with this for now. The top bolt is also holding an engine ground and wire holder for the wiring harness. I made sure to keep track of those because they absolutely need to go back on when you're putting the new pump in. Next was the electrical connector. These things can be a real pain to get apart by hand, and this is where an electrical disconnect pliers made life a lot easier. I'm using this one from WorkPro, and I'll have a link in the description if you want to grab one. Genuinely, it's just one of those tools that you don't use a lot, but you're very happy to have it when you need it. With the connector free, I was able to lift the pump up above the frame to get the hose clamp off the front side. It was made a little more difficult because the hose clamp was facing down on the hose. And a hose clamp pliers made this a lot less frustrating. I got the clamp loose, pulled off the hose, and the front side was done. Now for the hose going into the back of the pump. This is the one that's coming straight from the tank, so before I disconnected it, I had to find a spot down under the tractor to get a hose pinch-off pliers clamped on it. Because the alternative was just letting gravity do its thing and donating a bunch of gas to my garage floor, which, I didn't really want to do that. On this backside, there's not enough extra hose that would allow me to lift the pump up at all, so I had to get that clamp off with the pump down in the frame. I worked the wire harness out of the way the best I could, and I eventually got it. I was able to slide that clamp towards the pump once it was free, and then it was just a matter of wiggling the pump and the hose until it finally let go. These things always come off right when you've stopped believing that they ever will. And with that, the old fuel pump was out.
The new fuel pump doesn't come with the threaded U-clips or clip-on nuts, whatever you want to call it. So we got to get them transferred over. I like to take an awl or scribe tool and you just put it into the little notch that's holding that clip on. And then you should be able to just pop the clip off that way. And of course, make sure you note the orientation of the clip. The threaded portion is pointed towards the pump casing. And then once you lift it up, it should just slide off like that. But this metal on the new pump obviously isn't as thick as the old one, so they'll just slide right off. But luckily I have a kit of these nuts around, so I'll just slide one of those on and that'll stay on there better. And now it's ready to go back in place. This gray hose right here, that's the fuel line coming up from the fuel pump, and it might even be the original. But it's cracked and kind of leaking, so I'm going to take this chance to replace this. Might be a little bit hard to show you, but there's a clamp right back in there behind the carburetor. So I just got to get that off and pull the hose off. And I want to do all this and get the new line connected to the fuel pump before I put the fuel pump down in place. There we go. There's the clamp right there. We'll just take a screwdriver and work that free. And then we'll just work that whole assembly out of the top, just like that. It's so tight in here, I can't really even show you what's going on, so I just went ahead and put that new fuel line in place. And now if you follow it down, it goes all the way out here, and I just have the end of this hanging out so I can get the fuel pump on there now. The fuel pump, of course, is directional, so it's labeled out on this end. So we want to make sure that that end is going out to the carburetor. And we'll just pull this cap off of there. And put that on. And now I want to make sure that my clamp is facing up, unlike how it was facing down when I did this. So the pump is going to be positioned like that, so I'll make sure that my clamp is sitting nice like that. Alright, and now we'll just be able to work the fuel pump down into the frame again. I don't know why they had to get all of the wiring where this needs to be, but once you get it past everything, it should just slide nicely in place. Now that the fuel pump is down into the frame, we can put our hose clamp on so we don't lose that. And I left this plug on this side, so as I was maneuvering it around all of the wires in here, it didn't get full of stuff. So we can pull that plug out now. And then work the fuel hose back onto the fuel pump. Just try and get that on as far as possible. It really just has to get over that main flared bit of the line going into the pump right there, but try and get it on a little bit farther if we can. Seems like I have an oil leak down there, I guess. Now I have enough line on the fuel pump so I can grab the clamp and work that over the hose, and there we go, the line is on there. And now we can remove our clamp from the fuel line. Now we just have to plug the fuel pump in. I took the wiring up around the oil filter here to keep it out of the way, and
It was at this very moment that I realized my decision to go cheap had come back to bite me.
plugs don't match up. As you can see, that's where that tab should lock in on the top there, and it's like almost like it's backwards. But even if you flip it around, then the flat plug is on the bottom, so that also doesn't work.
But it was really no big deal. I just ended up cutting the connector off the old pump and then soldering it to the new one. It was still in great shape and guaranteed to fit.
Now we have the correct end on, so I can actually plug this in. And we'll have to tuck that away somewhere safe once we get this all wrapped up. Now before I get this bolted on, I want to test and make sure that the pump is going to work. So I'll flip the key on now. Yep, there it goes. If you watch the filter there, which is the wrong filter, I need to get the right one, and that would help hold the line up where it needs to be. But if you watch in there, we got pumpage. All right, now we can go ahead and bolt the pump back in. I want to first line up the bottom hole and get this one started. And then we can get that pretty much all the way tightened up. And just leave it a little loose because we have to get this wire holder back in place and this ground strap, which I think I'm gonna go on the inside of that. And the ground strap goes on first, and then the wire holder, We won't put the wire in yet just to make it easier. And then we can get the bolt started to kind of hold that. And start the bolt just like that. I decided to stop being lazy and actually go get my swivel set to make this bottom bolt a little easier to access. And hopefully as we tighten it, it'll pull the filter mounting strap into place a little better. It's kind of at an angle right now, and it looks like that did flatten up really nice. And before I tighten the top, I'm going to go ahead and get my wiring routed correctly into that strap right here. We don't need to get that in there, and I don't think I want to put my I think the wiring for the pump is going to have to sit right there too, actually. Just like that. That'll hold that all nicely into place. Double check that we have our ground there, which we do. And nice and tight. And real quick before I try to start this and see if that fuel pump was actually the cause of my no start issue, if you have any more questions or things you want to fix on your 322, I have a playlist for you right here. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.